Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Rachel, and if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. So today I thought it would be fun to do a get ready with me style video since I have some time before my afternoon class. So let's jump right into it so I'm not late. So last year I did a get ready with me style video showing you how I use my Project Pan products. I feel like a lot of times people who do Project Pans only show you the progress that they make on their products, but they never show you how they actually use them. So I thought it would be fun to show you guys how I use some of my products. I'll be using the products for my yearly Project Pan and also my Finish 7 by Spring Project Pan. So I'm going to be skipping primer today since I only have one class, so I don't feel the need to have primer on because I'm not going to be wearing my makeup for too long. So I'm going to get right into foundation. I'm going to be using the Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Satin Matte Foundation. This is super light on me right now, so I have to mix in the NYX Olive Mixer and then the e.l.f. Yellow Tone Mixer to get my right shade. It's a bit of work, and I've really been enjoying the foundation. It makes me kind of sad that this foundation is discontinued because Sonia Kashuk no longer makes makeup products. Hopefully I mix the right combination. Sometimes I make it a little bit too light or a little bit too dark. It's a little bit annoying to have to keep mixing in foundation mixers with my foundation. Foundation mixers are the only way I'm ever going to use up this foundation because I will never be pale enough for this to match me on its own. And if you can't tell, I'm just applying it with my Equal Tools sponge. I think I may have mixed it like a shade too dark, so we're just going to go very light on the bronzer today. For concealer, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. Mine is in the shade Light Medium Beige, and I'm almost done with this, I think. I've been like scraping the edges of it to try to get some product out because my doe foot doesn't really pick up as much product as it used to anymore. Okay, I know this looks like a lot, but because I don't pick up that much product, it actually isn't that much. I know it looks like a lot, but this is like the only way I can get enough product on my under eyes. Usually I would just dot it on, but because there's literally no product on my doe foot, I have to like smudge my doe foot around. I actually really enjoy this concealer. I think it's great for every day. It gives good medium coverage, but it doesn't look too full coverage where it looks fake for like every day. It looks like too much coverage, you know what I mean? I feel like sometimes when you go with concealer that's too full coverage, it looks really bad on the skin. Not bad, but it just looks like too much, you know, for every day. But I feel like this one gives a good amount of coverage without looking like too much on the skin. I'm trying to not have my mirror in the shot because I know that's really annoying when sometimes YouTubers do that. Or at least sometimes I find it annoying, so I'm trying really hard not to do that, so I'm sorry if that happens. And now I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier Secret, what is this one called? The Invisible Loose Setting Powder, and set my under eyes and my face. I originally thought this wasn't cruelty-free, but I could have sworn I saw Laura Mercier listed as cruelty-free on a website somewhere, so please let me know if you have any more information on that, because I'd be really happy if Laura Mercier was cruelty-free because I like some of their products, but I'm not 100% sure just because I feel like some sites list it as cruelty-free and others don't. Alright, so moving on to brows, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Dark Brown. And hopefully this isn't too dark or look crazy on my eyebrows just because I just plucked them actually, so you know they are looking a little bit nicer than usual. But if you can't tell, my hair does look different. I did bleach it. So my hair is a little bit lighter than what it usually is. So I'm hoping that my eyebrow product doesn't look too crazy now that my hair is a little bit lighter. My eyebrows might look a little bit too dark, but my roots are still dark, so hopefully it will be okay. Do you guys mind like dark brows and light hair? I know my friend was saying she kind of likes the look, like when people are blonde but still keep their like brown brows. This eyebrow is overall my better eyebrow because the shape and the arch looks so much better, but this eyebrow is more sparse in the front, while this one is full in the front, but the arch is really bad. Alright, sorry, I had to readjust my camera just because the sun started coming through and it was shining directly on me before, which isn't usually a good look for filming videos, so I decided to shift over a little bit. I usually like filming on more overcast days just because I feel like the lighting looks better, but, you know, the show must go on. I already started filming. I'm not going to stop now. Moving on to bronzer. Again, I'm not going to put too much on because I think I made my foundation a little bit too dark for my face today. So I'm going to be using the NARS Laguna bronzer from this duo. NARS is not cruelty-free, but I am trying to pan this bronzer. I thought I would hit pan on it a lot easier. I feel like usually people hit pan on this bronzer pretty fast, but unfortunately, that's not the case for me. I have a little bit of a dip going. I always go super heavy-handed with my bronzer. It's a really bad habit. Now I'm going to contour my nose. I feel like no one does that anymore these days. I feel like before it used to be a big thing, and now no one does it. But it's just something I really enjoy doing on an everyday basis. I know it's very extra, But I'll be using my Kevyn Kwan contour powder in this contour book. I'm actually making surprisingly good progress on this contour powder. I thought it was going to take a lot longer to see a dip in, just because I feel like I don't use that much contour powder since I really only contour my nose these days. And I feel like I've heard that the Kevyn Kwan contour powder takes a long to pan, but for some reason I feel like I'm going through mine at a pretty decent rate. Now moving on to blush, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. $2 blush in the shade Shy. I'm not sure if they still make this anymore, which is partially why I'm deciding to pan it this year. And I'm going to take this on the Wet n Wild blush brush. I've really been enjoying this blush brush. I typically don't like brushes like this. I usually go for more like angled blush brushes. Lately I switched over to this one and I've really been enjoying it. This blush is so powdery. Like, you just dip your brush a little bit and it kicks up powder everywhere. So hopefully it means it'll be a little bit easier to pan. But it does make it a little bit annoying. Alright, so lately, since I've been wearing a blush a lot more and I don't like a super blushed look and I want it to blend into my bronzer, I'll typically go in with my powder brush and just buff over it with whatever powder's left over from when I powdered my face. And I'll buff it out just a little bit because I really want that like stark contrast between where I put my blush and where I put my bronzer. And also I find this just makes it look a lot more natural and blended on the face. So now moving on to highlight, I'm going to be using my Physicians Formula Mineral Glow Pearls in the shade it's called Beige Pearl. And I'm going to be applying this to my cheekbone. Even though the blush I applied is kind of glowy to begin with, I do like to add just a little bit more highlight on the high points of my cheekbone. Alright, so I tried to zoom you guys in just a little bit more because I am going to move on to my eyeshadow now. I did prime and set my eyelids already, so let's get right into the shadow. So I'm going to be using my Tarte Tartelette palette since this is in my Pan That palette for 2019. So I'm going to be starting off with, I think I'm going to go for a more cool tone look because I'm wearing like navy blue today. So I think I'm going to be starting off with the shade Natural Beauty, which is this kind of like mauve-y transition shade right here. Is it called Natural Beauty? Yeah, it is. And I'm going to be taking that on like a fluffy crease brush and just applying it to my crease to start as a transition. I think this brush is reflecting in the light. I'm really sorry if that's bothering you. I'm also going to take that shade on my lower lash line. Alright, so next I'm going to go into my Bareminerals The Epiphany Duo, and I'm going to take the shimmery shade in this, which is kind of like a warm taupey shade. And I'm going to be applying that on my lid with my fingers, because I find it just applies and looks a lot better when I do that. Whenever it comes to lid shades, I like using my fingers a lot. I never have really gotten into the habit of using a brush. A lot of times shimmers apply a lot nicer with your fingers, so I usually just go with that when I'm applying lid shades, especially if they are a shimmer. I feel like these days, no one uses their fingers to blend their makeup anymore. Am I the only one who still does that? Alright, I'm going to go back with my blending brush and just kind of blend the edge of my lid shade in with my transition shade, just so it doesn't look like a huge, stark difference. So now I'm going to go in for a little bit more of an outer corner definition. So I'm going to take the shade Best Friend, which is this kind of purpley shade right here. And I'm going to be taking that on my outer corner. I'm just going to be patting it on and applying it first, and then I'm going to take another brush and then blend it out. And then just going in with a cleaner blending brush, I'm just going to be blending out that color. Now for my inner corner, I'm going to start off with my Ulta Eye Crayon in Birthday Girl. I don't think they make this anymore, but this is just basically a pink champagne shade. I like to apply cream shade in the inner corner first before I go over with the powder, just because I feel like it just stays better that way. I feel like a lot of times when I don't do that, my inner corner highlight just disappears like really quickly. And then I'm going to be going into the Lorac Unzipped palette. I'm not sure if Lorac is cruelty free or not. I don't think it is. And I'm going to be going in with the shade Undercover, which is this light white kind of satin shade. It's not very shimmery. It's definitely more on the satin matte side. But I feel like it does a really good job of just highlighting your inner corner and bringing in some brightness. Alright, and now for liner, I like to go in with a pencil liner and kind of smudge it out on school days. I don't like going for a really precise kind of eyeliner look. So I'm going to be taking the Stila Smudge Stick in the shade Damsel, which is like a dark chocolatey brown, pretty close to black, but not quite. I'm going to be applying this to my upper lash line, and then I'm going to be smudging it out with my smudger brush. These eyeliners are so underrated. I feel like they last super long on my lids, and they don't really smudge on my lower lash line or anything after I apply them. Like once I smudge them out on my lids, they kind of just set and it doesn't move all day. I don't apply too much eyeliner anymore. I used to do like thick eyeliner every day, and now that's just not the look I go for. And I'm actually going to set that liner partially to make it last longer, but partially because I want to use up some of my darker shadows in my Pan That palette. So I'm just going to take, like, I don't even know what this is considered. What is a flat definer brush, I guess. And I'm just going to go in with one of these dark browns in this palette. I'm not sure which one. I usually just mix these two. So now I'm going to go in with my mascara. I feel like I don't really need to show that on camera because there isn't much technique when it comes to applying mascara. So I'm going to be starting off with my Catrice Lashes to Kill Waterproof Mascara. I have a review on this on my channel if you're interested. And then I'm going to be applying the Catrice Glam Doll Volume Mascara Waterproof over it. I've really been enjoying applying this mascara over this one. I feel like this combination makes my lashes look really, really nice. If you're interested in a full review on this, I might do one, so let me know down below. Alright, so I just applied my mascara, and the sun is completely in my face again. So let's just move that over just a little bit. So hopefully you can see my lashes and my eye look. This probably is considered a lot of makeup for some people for an everyday look, but since I'm a makeup lover, this is the kind of eyeshadow look I like doing for an everyday basis. So anyways, let's move on to my lip products. Alright, so now for my lip products, I have been using the Milani Brandy Lip Liner. I believe this is discontinued. I can't find this online anywhere anymore or in stores, but this is a pretty good lip liner. I really enjoy it. And then I apply the Maybelline Sin-a-mon Nude Lipstick over it. This isn't cruelty free, but I am trying to use it up this year. And I feel like this combination just gives me a perfect kind of mid-tone mauve-y nude shade. So I usually apply the lip liner like on the outer perimeters of my lips and kind of like feather it in a little bit, and then I will use the lipstick over it, and it kind of gives it an ombre lip look, so my lips look really nice and plump. And that completes my everyday makeup look. I know this may seem like a lot, again, like to some people, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any more videos from me. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!